Alright, so I have a smorgasbord of challenges, and actually I'm seeing one that might be here. Today Hope Chase, is that one of them? That is in the list, so maybe we'll do that one since it's on the front page actually. I just recognized the name. Master of Border Crossing has submitted like a bunch of curse seeds. So 3 fishies and Trained Steward. Could be Payhan maybe, have beaten it. Everybody else it's taken down. It's not a great combo, so we'll just have to see. But the last Sentient one we had from them was a pretty fun seed, a pretty tough seed. Pretty bad starters. But I suppose early on they'll be strong. Cultivating is Shadow Incarnate, but I think, especially in this combo, I wouldn't give up. It can be pretty hard to... Ooh, and we got the max health. I was going to say, it can be pretty hard to scale. I think we can take this. Okay, Thorn Fruit, almost certainly. I think we're going to have a pretty strong start for sure, which is nice because cultivating doesn't always have the strongest start. This is a really good fight for us too. So we'll go ahead and line them up. We'll hit one. I only need one of the dudes up here, so we'll do that. One of the mollusk mages or whatever. Alright, we will put you in the very back, I guess, because you'll get the damage first. I suppose technically I should do this, just so I don't redraw it. Maybe I want to redraw it, I don't know. Alright, we'll take one of them out, take one of them out. We're trying to minimize the pyre damage here. Unfortunately, this guy is, 1 out of 5. Worst possible thing. Plus, we don't try any damage other than one spear, but, such is life. Let's go ahead and eat up one lifesteal here, I guess. The annoying thing here is well, I guess I wouldn't have killed this anyway, but I was going to say if I just had one more damage spell, I could have killed it, but maybe not. Doesn't really matter at the end there, but... Alright, easy peasy. I would not be opposed to, like, putting Mollusk Mage into a unit. I will say, though, I really wish the Awoken Banner was at the steel here. I think if I'm gonna do... let me think about this. I think I like the Glimmer. Especially the Chaste, we don't necessarily want the sap. Enhancer, maybe. I think it's Glimmer. I don't love Crypt Builder here as much as I normally would. I may even just prefer the Titan's Grant. Titan's Grant's doable. Ooh, okay. Titan Sentry can make it easier for me to go to the steel. I think we'll do that. Now, 150 gold, we're not loving that. I should have just skipped the that Stygian draft. I really didn't need those. If I would have been thinking more along the lines of that. I honestly forgot that I had a unit draft. Okay, we got Armor Incant. Spell Chain. Yuck. mean, they're good, but it's like, it's a yuck right now. If I reroll, I cannot afford anything that comes out of it, so it's like, I could skip and reroll, and I still might not be able to afford. I very likely can't afford Endless if it comes up. That's the only upgrade I'm looking for, so it's a 1 out of 3 on the reroll anyway. Oh, I really don't like to YOLO Titan Sentry if I don't know I'm getting Endless. It's a pretty big investment of shards. Hellvent is unlikely useful to us. So we have another chance at Endless with the Steel. Or Large Stone. Maybe I should have took the Husk Hermit. Oh, the temple shit. This is a horrible temple setup too. At least in terms of trying to put this shark together. Could take the Offering Monument, but I guess there's a Stygian banner, so it might be able to pop off. I guess at worst comes to worst, it's an okay essence. But I already have that essence if I really want that essence right here. YOLO Titan Sentry probably gets me through the next few fights. I saw an armor incant. I can't remember if 25 HP was available though. You can make armor incant Titan Sentry work, but you need it on like your main floor. I guess that could work as well. If I don't end up with a Razor Sharp Edge and I don't end up with a Siren, that's not going to work because I need the scaling from either an Awoken Hollow or my Sentient. I'm going to take the Sentry, but I'm not going to fuse it. Yeah, it wasn't even that. I don't know that we reroll here. There's a slight chance it's 90. I can't even remember if that's true. Could do Thornstone. I'm just going to save my money for now. We'll get through the fight. I mean, 2 different Titan Sentries will definitely get us through the fight. I think it was the sweeper boss, right? Just gonna do that. Why did I not put that mollusk mage down? I guess I'm dumb. Well, whatever. That works. Yeah, it was sweeper, so I think this is right. I don't even know if I glimmer here, because that gives me 1 less hit here. I don't think I do. Six times 5, 6 times 6. So the restore doesn't matter. Get mollusk maged. Okay, Razor Sharp Edge is a giant pickup here. Really wish I had the Husk Hermit about right now, though. Could have maybe took the energy siphon, but I'm not really feeling it. Quick again. Man, quick really sucks a lot of the time. It would be alright if I took the husk. It wouldn't even really, though. Another Offering Monument and a frickin' Cold Kalia. Now, Coquelia is infinitely worse than a Husker Mitt, but I may have to take it. I don't know. I may have to take it just to get through this fight. I wouldn't make it quick, because again, it needs to scale. Kind of rough. Definitely a tough seed so far. Armor's fine. We may need it to beat Relentless here. Wow, multi, huh? Well, this may be our unit. Yeah, I don't know. At least we got the 25 here for one of these. I may have to YOLO the self-infuse. I don't know. If I get times 5, I suppose 10 and Pierce here would be alright. Freaking pointless. I'm not going to YOLO the Titan Sentry, because that's horrible steel. I don't want to hit that. I've already used up my Colkelia upgrades. Colkelia is probably my carry unit. And yeah, I mean, final steel, sure, but I just don't see how it would make sense to self-infuse this thing. I should probably even just get rid of the other one. I don't know. I mean, I could keep one of them and just commit to not self-infusing, because even like here, it's rough to self-infuse. Like, I really don't want to miss out on Razor Sharp edging my my dude. I think I'm gonna have to remove the Sentry right now. I don't see a world where it makes sense to keep the Sentry actually at this point. The second one at least. I'll take the other one, because there's no chance I'm getting endless on it. Then I could do 30, I think, on the Grat is reasonable. I may need this for removal. I don't know. Mini boss, you never know. Just thinking ahead. All my I need to probably hit every Hellvent too, and I already missed one. I guess the rest are at the end, but definitely most likely gonna have to Hellvent the Razor Sharp Edge. I'm gonna hit here. I'm somewhat worried about the Relentless. I got that. Could also just like keep Sentry alive, I guess, from heals. I didn't really think of that angle, but too late now. Shut up so I can see the health. Jesus. Alright, let's do this. Get a big heal there. I lose scaling, but I kind of need to do this in order to kill this. Can't put that down yet. We'll put a heal. I actually do have to hit that. I don't want to take any damage pointlessly. Alright, we kill at the bottom, nice. The synergy would be the only consideration here. I think we take it. I'll just try to make it work somehow. Dog shit. Dog fucking shit, man. Kind of want to just go to the Awoken Banner. It's only Animus of Will that I would be looking for. I suppose I could actually... I mean, I guess I could put the Mollusk Mage into the Cold Kalia. If I go to the right. Because definitely the Merchant of Magic Vortex is pretty appealing. I don't know. Definitely none of that trash. Absolutely a draw upgrade. My thought is Animus of Will would be the best upgrade I could get. We're mainly worried about Relentless. I mean, I'm worried about removal as well, though. If I can hold over Razor Sharp Edge, then we'd be looking pretty good. I think I am gonna have to just commit to Mollusk Mage Essence, and I have to do it now because this is my last temple, other than the one at Ring 7 or whatever. We got holdover. That's a pretty big upgrade. Now this first thought is to put it there. My other thought is I could put it here. I am overkilling, but you know, this magic isn't necessarily the greatest. If I don't go into here with a lot of money, though, I mean, there is a boons and this. The Vortex is so nice, right? But there's a lot of value here, too. We got Caverns and a Horde. I think I should do it there. And I can just go here and get the thing down to 0. Because it's going to cost me... Oh, actually, I could just get it to 0 right now. Might as well get it to 0 right now if it's the card that's held over. I wish I had 5 more gold. A 10 on the Glimmer would be pretty nice. But I think a -2 here is exactly what we're looking for. And I guess we'll do this now. I hope that wasn't a bad play. Gotta get rid of these stewards now. Gotta go full cultivating. Alright. +6 damage. For money. 80 shards. Easy boss. I don't think they'll be horrible for me. I feel like it's generally a mistake when you go shards to take this trial because it's so much fucking damage. If I don't draw Ancient Synergy or Titan's Grad at the right moment, it's just that those tanks will just ravage me. Even the synergy isn't killing it. But, I don't know, I got a draw upgrade. It's a 25 card deck. I have technically a double draw upgrade. I think we take this. A little annoying here with drawing this first, but I guess it's okay. I'm going to do this first, just so I don't discard it. I don't think I put another Mollusk Mage up there. I'm gonna go here so I can get a big Ancient Synergy, hopefully. Alright, we do. That is The main problem solved. I do want this to maybe hit me, though. We can just do that. We redrew the synergy. It's kind of nice. Let's hit this one. Get the armor here. That thing will die, so do that. Alright, we got through it. Is armor worth more than 10 damage to me? I think so. I think so. Alright, you're dead. Probably just a skip. I mean, this is Awoken in a nutshell here, to me, in my opinion. It's like Restoring Retreat is basically a never take, unless you're super desperate and it solves a specific issue. Like, usually by the time the uncommons come around, overstacking is like something that's hard to have been committing to if you haven't had it already. And overstacking with Descend is especially bad. Ascend is what you want. Not saying it's not always unusable, but it usually is unusable, and obviously it's unusable for us here. The other option is you're using it as a patient thing, or, you know, to displace enemy units. You're never using it for a heal. It's kind of a weirdly designed card in that sense, but and then Invigorating Solution, I think, is just never worth it anymore. But I'm not that confident that's the case. But I don't know. Every time I've taken it, I'm like, it wasn't really useful. And it could be useful, though, is the thing. But I don't know. I feel like it just delays you a lot of the time getting to where you need to be. Like, you wouldn't want it in your opener because we're always Ember Draining here. Maybe I don't Ember Drain in the final fight, though. I mean, honestly, unless I'm getting a Root Split Mask, I could see reasons to want to get hit an extra time in Divinity. Just scale more, and I'll heal plenty. In that case, maybe this would be okay. But I don't know. Even then, probably not. I think we just skip it. Okay. Frenzied Swarm is takeable. I think it's a little bit anti what we are. I feel like I heal enough. Like since I'm Mollusk Mage infused, I don't know that I'm like removing the restores. I think I would remove the lances and just whenever I get glimmers and restoration detonations. And there's another thing. It's like the restoration detonations are just better if I'm missing health. The only advantage, I guess, is against Chased, I won't get the double Ember Drain, which could be annoying. But then again, I can kill that thing a lot of the time with the Titan's Grat, with the Ancient Synergy, even with the restoration detonation to some degree. I will say this, though. Just generally speaking, it's rare that I regret taking a Frenzied Swarm, and it's somewhat common that I do regret not taking one. But I have to think this might be the use case. It's like, I don't have any offering cards, and I wouldn't want to add any of the offering. Like, at this point, without a crit builder, I don't think I have huge reasons to take it. And I'm only able to get Titan's Tooth and a Sap card. The Sap card is completely redundant, I think, with what I want to do. I think this is a skip. I think. But am I overestimating my station here? Am I overestimating my station? It could be okay into... I'm not going to have a problem with this, though. I mean, I have a thorn fruit. I've got stuff to kill these with. It's not fell. I think we skip it. Alright, so I could go either way here. It's not really that good of artifacts, you know. Sap Tap would be good. Root Split Mask would be great. Root Split Mask would solve a lot of problems for me. But I think I've got those largely solved. The Vortex is really good, but like even the double incant wouldn't be that good. I don't know though, most of Stygian's ones would still be good. Spell Weakness would be good. I am like drawing a lot of cards. So like maybe, I don't know. Even like micro stoning my unit wouldn't be that good. So if it's like a pip or a pip upgrade, so some of the good caverns aren't that good for me. Melee weakness would be the best thing, as it always is. But that's one out of however many caverns. I don't think many of the other caverns do much for me. And if this artifact isn't good, this one's even worse. So is the magic that good for me? You know, I've already got this down to playable, and I only want a piercing on it anyway. I'll have a 1 out of 3 of that. Plus 10 there would be alright. May not even get offered it. And actually, I don't know. Would I put piercing on the synergy or this? Probably I'd put it on this, honestly. This thing already has a built-in pierce to some degree. But yeah, what are we looking at? Holdover wouldn't be that good, I guess. I guess I would hold over the synergy. I don't know. Double stack would be useless. Consumer move would be useless. Perform Frost is always useless. I think the left has more expected value for us. Like I could actually just end up with no value added on the right other than 2 cost reductions, really. And that's not like that good for me. I may be looking at an Ember upgrade anyway. My mouse wheel is very sensitive, by the way. That's why it keeps flying around like that. Alright, useless, relatively useless. But it would let me like not play Scourges or something. And useless. I think we just roll this. Okay. Could do either of these. I mean, I do have the stings. It's really not that good. I think I'll do it, but I'm not like that thrilled about it. It's really not that impactful. If we end up with stealth boss, am I fine? I don't know that I am. I think I should get rid of the frozen lances first, just in case it's stealth boss. I will take that though. And I will wait to spend any more money, which would just be a removal right now. Okay, it's that boss. Multi-strike. This is probably the prime situation where I would have wanted Frenzied Swarm, so we may just end up paying the price here. Looks like that player did what I've noticed. So this is on the front page. I've noticed a lot of people cheat, and I don't mean like reload the fights. Reloading fights, I think, is fine. Since it's not a mutator one, I'm trying not to, obviously. But what I'm talking about cheating is like they'll do the run, and then they just won't accept the loss, and then they exit out of the game. And then basically if you, you know, stay exited out and whatever you come back, it just starts you at the start of the run. I think that's bullshit. It's like that's completely not in the spirit of these challenges. But I see players do it all the fucking time. It's kind of annoying. Unless they lost and I didn't see it, but I'm pretty sure they just left. Anyway, though. Multi-strike, I think we can do it. We got enough heal. It'll just help us in the long run. I think what I'm going to do is let them come up. Hopefully that's not greedy, and I'm only going to... Oh, they die anyway. Well, whatever. I guess it was still the play to make. Put you down there, do some damage. Just play you out, I guess. Right, we bottom decked that. Yeah, they're all dead no matter what. I should just get rid of my units. I know this gives him stuff. I don't know. This is not good. Here, I'm going to do this in case I redraw one of the big spells. I might need it here. Alright, we of course do not redraw a big spell. Ooh, see, now we have a fucking issue here. Couldn't have drawn any worse. I suppose I should put this down and hit him for what he's worth here. But yeah, this is not great. Just need to mitigate my fire damage. I can't be dying like that. But now it's like, I don't know, I guess this, this could be bad. This could be bad. 33. Man, I don't know about this. Okay, that guy dies. This is iffy. The Ancient Synergy does grow, I think, with each Thorn Fruit, so that's something. I almost don't want to do that because I want the Restoration Detonation to do damage. Alright, we got him. I almost don't want to mess with the formula here, but yeah. Luckily we got through it. That was probably the hardest fight in the game other than Divinity, I would imagine. That's a really good... I'm glad we took the trial. That's really good. I think the trial helped us overall. I suppose a Preserved Thorns would be worth it. I do have the Channel Heart, and it's just better than... It's just objectively better than Invigorating Solution. It does damage. I may need the damage. I may need the incants. You never know. And I'm incanting 2 armor. Ooh. Gifts is the best card that I often will just always skip. Honestly, it's pretty takeable considering I have the Preserved Thorns and the Channel Heart, or the Thorn Fruit, but it's up against Urchin Spines, which is a bit redundant, I suppose, with the Totem Fragment. Totem Fragment, by the way, makes me want to go top again. For sure. Especially with the Mollusk Mage Infusion. Probably don't need an Urchin Spines, right? Probably just skip here. Unless I want the gifts. I just don't think I need a gifts. I actually have a lot of damage, and I don't know. I don't want to have a dead draw. Because I really can't afford to lose Razor Sharp Edge, even though I'm going to Hellvent it probably once or twice. Like we just skip these. Alright, definitely going to the right here. Just way more expected value, even though we just got the fucking worst upgrade in the game. Could take that. I got a 20% chance to get an Awoken Rail Spike at this upcoming thing, but Wing Steel makes it so easy for me to take an Ember upgrade coming up, which I wanted to take anyway. So we'll take that. I take this before we look at, before we do this. Ah, damn. That's rough. Normally so good, but like I said, it doesn't really do anything for us here. The only thing we could do is, like, I guess I could do this on the Titan Sentry. Even that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Honestly, I should probably just get rid of the Titan Sentry. I'll still hit this Hellvent, I think. But this could be a situation where I don't even hit the Hellvent, honestly. Like, this deck just doesn't want an endless Titan Sentry, if I'm being honest. Like, my Sentry has a bunch of health. It doesn't die. It heals back. I want it to get hit. I suppose I'll just do this. I wouldn't want a housing anyway, because I actually think I only really probably need 2 of those razor sharp edges that are held over. I probably don't need 3. And I could just remove cards. I'll keep the Sentry for this fight just because it's probably pretty useful in this fight, but eventually after that fight we'll probably remove it. I don't know if this will do anything, but we might as well do it. The other option is we actually could have maybe considered making it 4 pip, but then I'd have to take a pip upgrade, and I really don't want to do that. And I don't really know how I get through the next fight if I do that. So we'll just get rid of the stewards for now, I think. And 10 on the Glimmer. That's pretty good. Let's make this free. I would probably consume remove it. It doesn't look like it. So we get the absolute... At least we didn't get Surge Stone, I guess. But yeah, we got pretty fucked over here. I'm going to put 10 there, I think. Pierce, as we said, if we get it, it's going to go on this thing. I suppose just make one of these cheaper. I don't even think I've spent money on a removable yet. I might need this money. And I've got... If I'm going to hit vortexes, especially, you know, giving up the final one, then I think it makes sense. Now, I don't... I guess we have the option to put the Wildwood Custodian down here. I don't think I want that, especially for Arcus. We just put it here and get our free draw. Okay, nice. We actually kill that thing. Perfect. And then we can put this down. Granted, it doesn't really... well, whatever. I don't want them making Scourges, so... And we'll just give ourselves an incant. We need to put as much damage into this guy as possible. And that thing's dying, so I don't really care much about much else there. Also, just getting armor on my Cold Kalia will be worth it. Okay, we can protect you. Healing you is fine. These things are for sure dying up here, so let's just keep getting armor, I think. I'll just heal that, I guess. We don't want that to die, we want it to hit us. That was ill-advised. I didn't realize it was... I didn't look that much at the damage. I didn't realize it was like literally killing that thing. We definitely want to get hit here. This doesn't kill, right? Wow, it kills. Well, we can do this then. Definitely want to get as many incants here as I can. It's only one hit here. I think it's probably worth it for me to blast this guy with everything I've got. We did a lot of damage with spells. Just the single Mollusk Mage Essence and the Channel Heart is actually doing a ton of damage. But I don't want to underestimate this guy. He is Arcus, and it's relatively high shard Arcus. Regen or damage? Probably regen plus armor, I guess. Alright, we got him. 44, that's more than that, right? No, it's not. But either way. Wow, not bad. Not bad. Like, friggin' Mollusk Mage. Maybe I should dupe the unit, I don't know. It's 10 more damage is all I'm really getting there, but could be okay. I think we take an Ice Empire. I think we take an Ice Empire. I think we take the Ember, even though I haven't really needed Ember, but I think I will eventually need it. Yeah, here we definitely go for this. Really hope for melee strike, or melee weakness here. Hey, this'll do too. This is pretty good. Rage is... I mean, am I worried about Chase necessarily? I'm already hellventing this held over Razor Sharp Edge. Maybe I should sap Divinity? Because I didn't take Frenzied Swarm. I could also use the sap if I can't kill the Pyro Wings. I normally like to take the buff here. But we've already got buff, and it's better than this. There's only 4 rage. We're sad, though, if the follow-up here is buff, which is actually a Razor Sharp Edge. I think we go for the rage. And then buff, yep. Card draw. You know, the Ember's definitely paying off. Okay. Now, that's a pretty good card. I don't think it is better than a held over 0-cost Razor Sharp Edge. Granted, there is a certain point where I may not have enough health. That would only come into effect if we fight Pyro Wings here, I think. As the Ring 7. Every other fight, we're going to get hit enough that I will have enough health for Razor Sharp Edge, and the armor will also offset it. So I think we still duplicate this instead of an old magic. We don't get Pierce, but 30 here is probably worth. Now I've got 3 really big hits. I don't really care about the Purge. Definitely want that full Cultivate. Cultivate is at its best at its 3rd rank, in my opinion. I could probably do the Purge, though. I don't know. Let me think about that. We're at the point now in the game where I say if you're this far in the game, it doesn't matter if you're at 100 or 300 shards, if I'm being honest. That's probably one thing I have disagreements on with the general community, which it depends, right? If I'm fighting Divinity, or if I'm fighting Diligent, then it matters, right? I don't think it matters that much with Chase. It's like, yeah, I'm adding some... At this point in the game, I'm only sharding up a few extra enemies, which are largely irrelevant. I'm adding a little bit of stats to the Ring 7 boss, which is never an issue. And I'm just adding some damage and some stacks to Chased, which maybe I shouldn't underestimate. But, you know, other than Diligent, it's probably the only other Seraph that really high shards effects. So maybe I shouldn't, you know, it's lifesteal or whatever. Or is it lifesteal or is it regen? I can't remember. Whatever it is, it's health. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Purge is pretty good at this point. I still need to get rid of the units. You know, I can't really. I mean, technically, I could if I wanted to, but then we'll go even higher on shards. I could put the units together. I don't think we do that. I don't even think we do the purge. I think probably we just fight. Alright, this is a good fight for us. I should get rid of my units, I think, instead of the spells. I don't know. We'll see. Spikes is a little risky. I don't think it's risky enough for us to not take it, though. It's definitely the worst trial we could fight, but I think we're okay here. Alright, let's do some damage here. That is not what I wanted to happen. I should have just played that. I got a little greedy there. For this, though, we definitely need to get the armor on this dude. Alright, you dying is not necessarily in my interest. Definitely want to get your damage down. I don't think we care to keep that alive. I just need to get some armor. Maybe I care to keep that alive? I don't think so. Just need to get as much armor as possible up here. Cannot underestimate how much damage I take from spikes. Just throw this away. I don't want it. I don't want it to be getting cultivates. Do I have damage cards in this deck? I feel like I've gone 2 entire rounds without hitting the like plethora of damage cards I have. Looks like it doesn't matter, but it's just kind of funny. I should have hit him. Oh yeah, we'll hit him with that. I want to limit how much I'm getting, how much I'm striking here. We want them to hit me? I don't know. Do I? It's a lot of damage, but I can heal all of this back. I think I want them to hit me, right? We'll put you close to death, I suppose. Shouldn't have hit that in the other thing. Well, whatever. Jack Strips has done nothing but hurt me. Is this even worth it? I think so. I don't know. That probably wasn't worth it. Alright, he's dead. We don't want to be bullies. It's a living armor after all. But like I said, whether you're at 100 or 1,000 shards, living armor is about the same. We do not want the quick. I highly doubt we want the spreading spores, unless I want relentless. I think we're fine on relentless. This is a skip. And this is a skip. We actually skipped, I think, every uncommon draft. Is that correct? Other than one Preserved Thorns. Yeah. Honestly, both the uncommon drafts are weak for Awoken and Stygian. It's one of my main complaints in them. So, moment of truth. Am I going to remove or am I going to Hellvent? Because we have definitely nothing at the... Well, it's not true. We do have this Sentry, but I think as we determine, I'm just removing that. I think for sure we're just going left here. I don't need any more than the 2 Razor Sharp Edges. I don't even know if I'm taking the money. Cloak could be okay. Refracting Lenses hits like once. Unless I Surge Stone some stuff. If Surge Stone's even a thing. It hits once for sure. That's it though. This is probably it. I don't know. I got a lot of money. I should probably spend it. Oh yeah, even Permafrost. Ugh. Worst upgrade in any game ever. I say. Let's give you 10. Suppose I could just make that cheaper. Hold over. Okay, I think I want to hold this over for sure. Then the rage is not wasted anymore. And since it's held over, let's make that 0. Definitely want to Surge Stone one of these, probably this. I want the heals to keep around, I'm pretty sure. So removals, I don't want the Sentry anymore. We have 0 need of that. Probably don't want the units. I think I want the spells. I think we start making removals and then we determine if we're going to, you know, do anything else here. Lance. If I reroll now, I probably can't afford anything. I think I just take one more removal here. Man, my synergy is getting worse, but it gets better as I play, you know, when I play Preserve Thorns and when I play the other thing. I think I just get rid of one Restore here. They're not that good for me. I'm not going to stack Restoration. And there's no use in me taking that. So, yeah, we're ready to go. I want to stack as much armor as possible, I'm pretty sure. And I don't want to kill anything, I don't think. I might want to do this, though. Just while I can. Those actually died of freaking whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. Holdovers there. I think we want these to hit me. I don't know. It's probably not worth it for these to hit me when I've got all of this damage here. I think we're gonna just do this, because we got so much damage to put into this dude right now. Yeah, I think I'm glad putting in that damage. That's like 500 damage. Plus incants. Granted, yes, the rage doesn't mean anything in this fight, but we don't care too much there, I don't think. Try to get as many incants as I can. I don't think I'll play that. Blast you. Heal, heal. I think once again we're gonna not let him hit us because there's just too much damage on the table here to be thrown out. I'm gonna do this in an order that allows me to play as many cards while still taking a bunch of hits. Just gonna do this here. I'm gonna let them hit me, I think. I'll do that just to put some damage in there. Yeah, I think we know the drill here when Seraph comes around. We have done this Mollusk Mage Essence freaking did so much work on this run. It's so much damage. And to be fair, Channel Heart as well. Do these first. Darn, damn it. Oh, here we go. Full health, there we go. Should have done that first. Alright, start with that. Or not. You know what? It's fine. Sting. We are so powerful right now. Oh my gosh. These spells are ridiculous. I guess we'll just do this. I don't know. Oh my god, a Sting just freaking... I am doing so much damage. I think I need the heal here, so we'll just do it. I don't know, I don't need the scaling at this point. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. I think this does more damage at this point than the other thing. Pretty much back to full health. Yeah, it is a lifesteal. I thought it was lifesteal. Alright, I'm pretty confident we're going to win this. Do I go top row, though? I think so. I think so. We don't have a Titan Sentry, and this will be fine. I can throw some heals toward Cold Kalia if need be. Let me think about this. I give up a lot of damage, I think, if I don't go top. I will need every incant here, probably. So we'll definitely be doing that. Not gonna Glimmer. Glimmer, though, will be an easy way to get heals on my Cold Kalia when I need it. Now, this group here we need to not underestimate. That's a lot of spikes. Guess we're just gonna play through this. I mean, I do need to, like, stack my... Oops, messed that up a little bit. I do need to stack my armor in preparation of the spikes. Granted, I can kill a few of them, but... You know... I'm not getting hit that much. I need to remember to get hit. I'm up to 122 damage, though, so I'm not that worried. Alright, just make sure we're not dying. I'm actually going to just do this. That way I save so much health, even if I give up a little bit of scaling. Do need to make sure I don't throw against this mini-boss, but I don't think I will. We've got, yeah, we're going to be fine here. So just do this. Play these out, and we can blast him with this first. We don't even need this, but we have it. I'll play it last, though, because I don't want to give up an incant. Plus, yeah, we'll just do the damage there. This didn't end up being too bad. It was a wonky run, for sure, but it definitely didn't end up being too bad. Not super surprised, though, that it took a lot of people out, because this is definitely one of those runs, I think, where the line isn't super obvious. It kind of is, though. It's like, if I had taken a Husk, it would have been even more obvious, the line. So I don't know. We'll just have to see what people are doing here. I am getting hurt on my dude. But it doesn't matter. We've almost killed the boss. We don't even actually need her to survive, technically. I mean, he's dying. Doesn't matter. I could technically kill him with spells, but too lazy. Could have probably got the flying kill if I managed my damage a bit more there. Boom. Alright, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, I'm definitely, I still stand by every choice I made. I think given the map ahead of me, taking the sentry made sense. You know, because in my mind, I'm like, what's more likely? Is it more likely that I find one more Titan Sentry at that first ring, or is it more likely that I find one of the either Sirens, right? So the odds are in my favor. that Sentry was the better pick there, even though it ended up not being that. But whatever. So, yeah, let's see what everyone did. Three Fishies has Mollusk. You gotta respect the Mollusk Mage Glacial Seal. So they just went all in on Mollusk Mage and a Offering Monument. That's definitely a way to do it, I suppose. I don't like doing that type of run where it's like purely spells. I think that run only works when you get like Ice and Fire and Ancient Synergy. Otherwise, I just don't see how that can win. But obviously, it worked out here. But you know, it is in your. We don't know. Maybe they had one of the sweepers at some point, and they just pivoted out of it. That would make more sense. This player also won. There was an Animus of Will, so that would have been nice. It would have been again though a different run. So it's kind of cool though. We see the differences here. Now I gotta say though, I don't think I would have went with this direction on the fusing. I think I definitely would have just taken the Colcalia that, the Colcalia should have already had a multi at this point, and just give it another multi at pretty much zero cost, right? Because it already starts with like no attack. And then it's a sweeper that has 3 attacks. That has to be better than an Animus Will with 4 attacks. So I definitely don't agree with this this fusing here, but whatever. It's still a good unit. I just think it could have been a better unit. And we don't know what old magic they took, but I have to imagine they probably took the same one, but it's bugged. They never fixed that bug. Actually, pretty similar deck. Otherwise, I don't remember seeing a Sharpen. Maybe it just didn't even occur to me that it's a card, which it really isn't. I don't think it was worth taking. Maybe though. Yeah. They must have took this instead of Razor Sharp Edge, which is insanity. I'm just going to put that out there. That's insanity. Come on now. There's no way that's correct, but they got it done. And then this was the submitter. So what did they do? They went spikes. I don't know that I think I have hard disagreements there. And we see it in this run. You give up. It's very easy to miss on offensive scaling in this combo. All you have to do is miss on your Sirens, miss on Razor Sharp Edge, and now you have a miserable run. I guess Awoken Hollow would be your other option at that point. Or rare units. It's not that unlikely, though, that, we ended up finding Razor Sharp Edge, so this technically still could have worked, but they seem, I don't know what's going on here. So they're taking a Thorn Hollow. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It's just not a unit that in this combo is ever going to shine. The Cold Kalia doesn't really make any sense either. Getting hit on your spikes does not count as a strike. If it was what it maybe made sense is just putting, the Sentry into this maybe. I mean, this is not, like I said, and apparently there is no Endless Ever found, so it goes back to what I was saying. It's like, I don't like to fuse the Titan Sentry together when there's not, like, I might do it if I saw, like, 3 or 4 really enticing Merchant of Steels, like, in my near future. Maybe then I YOLO it, and I'm like, okay, there's a very high chance this works, but given what we saw with the map, I just don't like YOLOing this, and sure enough, you end up with a unit that, it'll still put in some work, but it's not nearly as good as the, what am I trying to say? It's not nearly as good as an Endless one. And also, it also just, I don't know. I don't know that I even like taking the Titan Sentry when I've already taken the Spike Sentient. Isn't the Spike Sentient doing what the Titan Sentry's job already is? It doesn't do the job as well, but if you go Spike Sentient, I just don't think I'm that enticed to take a Titan Sentry. I would have definitely took the Husk Hermit at that first unit draft there. And then you would have had a multi-striking Husk Hermit. But even here, I'm like, I just don't know why they're taking the Thorn Hollow when they, even if they passed the Husk Hermit, we can see here that they saw the Cold Kalia. So it's like, well, you had a Cold Kalia that you could have given the multi-strike to. And there is, even if, even if they didn't take the Cultivate, going back to the Cultivate, though, it would have been a lot easier to take if they had taken Cultivate. But, even without this, there's still at least a Razor Sharp Edge, which they didn't. They also did not put Holdover on it. So, like, yeah, I think they're kind of... Oh, actually, the old Magic here actually correctly showed what it was. Maybe that's because they're the original submitter. So here they just went with damage and sap. Which, again, I don't know that it's better than buffing your own stuff. Granted, yes, there was a chance that I did not get a buff as a second choice, but even then, I don't know. I just didn't think like a Sap 3, because Sap 3 was the choice it was up against, like, in this deck really does anything. Like, what does a Sap even do? Especially in this deck where we got Revenge triggers and spikes as our sources of damage, right? And with the Spouting Spores, that's even more spikes. So yeah, I think this old Magic just doesn't make any sense. Should have went with buffs or something else. Even Frostbite, just getting more damage would have been better. So I think, yeah, it's like... And also, like... I have to imagine that earning spikes was part of the game plan here. Keep in mind also, earning spike, as bad as Thorn Hollow is, it's even more abysmal into Chased, right? And they died on Chased, so it doesn't surprise me necessarily. Same with Spike Sentient, it's nothing into Chased. It just freaking gets nullified. So I really don't like spikes over cultivating. I think you're shooting yourself in the foot there. I don't like the Thorn Hollow. And if you take the Thorn Hollow, I don't know. It's like, I don't know that I would Surge Stone 2 of my restores. The restore is technically a better card than Spreading Spore, kinda. I guess not when it's 0 cost, but it's still like they're giving you equal spikes. They're actually not. Like, you're actually getting more spikes from you get 3 spikes for Rejuve. And the restore procs the turn you play it plus the regen proc. So it's like, I just don't think I would Surge Stone my restores, I think they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but I feel like since the OP submitted it, I want to be extra, maybe extra critical of it, because I have to imagine they're trying to get, maybe see what they could have optimized more on the run, right? Rob 1. Self-infused Codcalia. Yeah, it's just like, what are we doing here? We're taking... Like, why does it need to be quick when we have spikes and a sentry? And we're also YOLOing the sentry again. We're just YOLOing a ton of stuff here, going way too high in shards. They're already at more shards than I'm at the end at Ring 4. And they're taking the trial, which was a trial I almost didn't even take, right? And we're taking useless cards like Harness the Titan and doing useless upgrades on them like Intrinsic and -2. Like, what? These type of runs, I'm almost like, I'm being a dick here, but it is kind of a thought that comes out, and spell chaining this, it's a thought that comes out of my mind sometimes. And a pip upgrade? What? Okay, yeah, it's like, I am a dick for saying this, but it is my thoughts when I see a run like this. I'm like, is this an AI? That's the only way I can explain some of these moves, It seems like it's an AI just trying to learn the game. Because I can't think of any good reason to do any of the stuff that just happened and what we just saw there. And even here, it's like I know some of these players probably play the game as if it was a daily challenge, and they're trying to get score. That doesn't make sense though, because they skipped the first trial, which is like such an easy trial for a unit draft. And even this, I'm like, is this, what is going on here? We got 3 different trade steward infusions. Are they purposely trying to like make the run hard? Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. Maybe that's what they're doing. I don't know. I gotta say though, it still seems like an AI run to me here. I know I'm being a dick, but that's what it feels like. Yeah, these train steward infusions, I just don't get them. I mean, so basically everybody other than the OP that lost the run, you can, it's like the only essences they're using their shards on were train for their unit fusions were train stewards, and I'm like, why wouldn't you just use a banner unit infusion and get actual value? It makes no sense. But anyway, that's fun. I will have I do like that this user submitted like 10 or so curse seeds, so I'll have a lot of actual stuff to do. You might see more Monster Train videos from me than normal. It's very hard for me to make a video these days just because of time, but at least I have motivation when I see curse seeds. So thank you for the submission. I'll be glad to try the rest of them out. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.